Hey guys, welcome to our review of these, the new JBL Vibe 200 TWS headphones. Today we're going to go over the basics of them and then get into how they are to use and also do I think you should buy them. All of that soon to come, but if you guys could please like and subscribe, and then if you end up buying any of the products listed in the video, just checking out the links below, that'd be awesome. And with that, let's roll the intro. Okay, so let's get into the basic specs. So the actual earbuds themselves have 5 hours of playback time, but when you use the case in tandem with that, it actually can get up to 15 additional hours. It takes around 2 hours to get a full charge on them, but it does have fast charging. So in a pinch, you should be able to get away with like maybe an hour or two after a couple minutes of charging. It also doubles as a wireless headset, so if you need to use them for voice calls or anything like that, it would be easy to do and you'll have no problems. And actually, I'm going to drop a clip right now of what it sounds like when you use them. This is a test of the JBL Vibe 200 TWS headphones. So now that we know what they are, let's get into how they are to use. So I'm not going to lie, they're not the best sounding things in the world, but they are pretty good, especially when you consider the price. That's something you really got to keep in mind. These headphones have been listed for as low as $30. That is an incredible value, especially when you consider that they are fully wireless. And they're from a brand you've actually heard of and will likely last more than 10 minutes, unlike some of the other ones on Amazon. So they sound pretty decent. The bass is actually pretty good, but it's definitely not that deep. Unless, I will say this, it really depends on if you can get them to get a good fit inside of your ear. They do come with actually 3 different sets of ear tips. So if you're small, medium, or large, you should be able to get a good fit. However, it definitely is dependent on that. The bass is almost entirely reliant upon a good seal. And the downside to this is, if you do get a good seal, it then makes you sound really muffled and you sound really funny to yourself when you're talking out loud on the phone. As for the highs and mids, they do sound pretty clear. They're definitely not as great as something like the AirPod Pros, but being that those cost over 5 times the price, it's easy to see why. Those are really my only point of comparison here, but I think that I can't get over how great of a value they are for the price. When they really come into their stride is the day-to-day usability. So they do not have auto pause and play like AirPods do. However, they do have buttons on the sides that when you press, give an audible click, and you can easily just press pause and play that way. It's way better than the original AirPods were, where you can just not really know if you actually pressed it or not, because it actually does a little bing when you touch it. And you can do that to pause, skip forward, and skip backwards. All really nice features, and it's just usability wise, they are so great for the price. They also have the ability to be used one at a time. So when you just take one out and put it in your ear, you have no issues whatsoever. They also feature pause and play when you take them out of the case. So when you take both of them out of the case, they start playing. And when you put them both back in the case, they pause. This is a pretty nice feature, and it helps mimic some of the functionality that AirPods have. One other nice thing with usability day-to-day wise is that the case is really small. You can obviously tell it's modeled after an AirPods Pro case, and do you know what? They ripped it off, but it works really well. It really fits in your pocket, and the small size and smooth surface finish allows it to just slide in and out of your pocket really easily. They also feature an IPX2 water rating, which will definitely help if you use them in the gym and sweat on them at lunch. They also stay in pretty well. That's pretty much what they are and how they sound. I just cannot get over how cheap they are for what you get. You get a charging cable, you get the ear tips, you get the case, and the actual headphones. It's so much value for your money, and being that they've been listed as low as $30, I think the MSRP is like $50. I just think that they're definitely worth it, either price you get them at. There's just nothing in this class that compares that actually comes from a brand you would recognize. I really do like them, and I think that if you're in the market for headphones at this price point and in this style, that you should definitely pick up a pair. If you do and could check out the links below, that'd be really awesome. It helps me out as a small creator. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks.